We have the honor to have our speaker from Nagaland, Mr. Sharingain Longkümer. He is the Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly. He is a LLB. He's done his LLB from University of Delhi, and he is a businessman as well and a great social worker. He's very dear to the students, and it's an honor that in spite of his busy schedules, he has accepted to be in our midst to celebrate this Golden Jubilee, and we are very thankful to you, sir. Now I will come on a stage.
Shalom to all my Naga brothers and sisters from all the Naga inhabited areas. I'm elated and honored here today to be amongst each and every one of you in the celebration of the 50 years of the Naga Students Union, Mumbai. Before I begin, I would like to give my thanks to the compeers, Ms. Lungsa Kaimilu and Ms. Naro, for your wonderful order of the program and introductory remarks on me. Dignified colleague and honorable member from 44 Ukru Assembly constituency, my dear friend, honorable member of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, Shri Alfred Kangamata. President of the Naga Students Union Mumbai, Mr. Tokisha Awomi, and his colleagues, Mr. Suting Shimre, convener of the Souvenir Committee, Mr. Ning Sang from the Golden Jubilee convener, preceptor of Christian theology and revered leader in Christ, Reverend Dr. Joel, pastor of the Temple Baptist Church, Mumbai, Pastor Hamian Pom from the NCA of Mumbai, Mr. Sunil Arzote, Chairman of the Indian Chamber of Commerce for Affirmative Action. Dignitaries who are present here today, friends from the media fraternity, my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly honored to be present among your midst. The 50th year celebration of any organization or institution, it's not an easy feat. the success and achievements of many of your seniors and predecessors in the fields of education, bureaucracy, politics, social activism, theology, etc., stands as a testimony of the ideals and dedication of the Naga Students Union, Mumbai. I'm proud to be here today amongst you, as I had also worked as a budding legal practitioner with one of your alumni, Mr. NSU. He was the president of the Dimapur Bar Association, and he had passed out here from Mumbai many years ago. The celebration of the achievement on the 50 glorious years, once again, for any organization is not an easy feat. It has to endure all the 4 seasons like everything else in life. And today, we are here to celebrate the achievements of a milestone in the history of the Naga Students Union, Mumbai. Let the milestone achieved today become a living foundation for every Naga coming to Mumbai to aspire, to excel, to achieve for the greater good of all the Nagas. I believe we have a very strong 5,000 odd Naga community here in Mumbai, and so I'm told. Today, in the celebration of the 50 years I will speak and discuss based on facts. I hope my dear brothers and sisters and the dignitaries here will bear with me for the moment that I'm going to take. I may exceed the time given to me as well. Today we must speak based on facts. I'm here to congratulate the Naga Students Union Mumbai and all the alumni and advisors and learned people who have contributed so much to strengthen the Naga Students Union Mumbai. I'm not going to sketch a rosy picture, but I'm going to discuss again on facts. If we want, or if we desire, a better future for the upcoming Naga generation, we must lay the facts before us. You see, we as Nagas, we inhabit some of the richest bioresource regions in India, rich in flora and fauna, home to some of the most distinct species of vegetation and wildlife. We, as Nagas, represent a diverse cultural diaspora. We also live in one of the least density to population ratio region, and hence the richness in our bioresource. We have collectively, us all, you and I, we have collectively achieved a remarkable literacy rate comparing to pan-India data. And I'm proud of it, and you must be proud of it. We as Nagas possess the innate ability to innovate, improvise in accordance with the compulsions of any given situation. In that, I would modestly say, we have the niche for being artistic, creative, daring, emotional, and sometimes, most of the times, susceptible. These are the facts we must be proud of. On the contrary, we as Nagas also live in some of the least developed regions within the Union of India. The states where we reside and where we all come from are all revenue deficit states. My dear friend and colleague, Mr. Alfred, will agree with me on that point. The region we come from have the least corporate presence, except for the states of Assam. The rich, God-gifted bioresource that we have are the least explored and utilized for the socio-economic development of our people. We have one of the highest population to government servant ratio, and that explains why our economy is a salaried economy. Collectively, we represent close to more than 5 million. But our success and achievements in a pan-India comparison is in hundreds, not even thousands. And please don't get me wrong, but there is no brain drain happening in our region. There is only brain stagnation. Why? Such developments are happening. How do we address these issues? We must collectively address these issues. And why I am bringing up these facts before you, my dear brothers and sisters, is because in order to adapt, to change, we must base our strategy on the blatant facts that is before us. And this is in no way an attempt to discourage any one of us here. Rather, it is a genuine attempt to reiterate where we stand factually so that we act, prepare in accordance with the facts before us, to encourage one another, to support one another in the pursuit of our own individual goals, aspirations, that eventually will culminate into our collective achievements and bring positive socio-economic impact in the lives of our people, in the lives of our children. You see, as Christians, we must find strength and courage in the words of our most Holy Father, as provided in Romans chapter 12, verse 1 to 16. I will not read out the verse. But I urge you, once you get home, you please refer that verse. It's Romans chapter 12, verse 1 to 16. And I'm not from a theological background, no. And I don't profess to be the most righteous person here, no. But in everything that we do, as Naga brothers and sisters, our center of gravity must be with the Lord. Here in the scripture it says, God urges all of us to work together as a living organism, the many into one. Our merciful Father urges sincerity and dedication in your pursuits, not my pursuits, in your pursuits. It may be in your profession, it may be in your education, it may be in your social activism, it may be in your politics or governance. But He demands sincerity and dedication in whichever pursuit we follow. And these are not my personal narrations, but again, directions of our Holy Father. In so much such that there is the saying goes, man proposes, God disposes. My Naga brothers and sisters, in this ever-changing world, changes not the only factor that is always constant. We have to understand that God is the ultimate factor that is eternally constant. And this eternal constant brings constant change so that we understand the true meaning of life and purpose through Him. In this momentous occasion, are we ready to adapt to change, keeping God as constant? This is a question which I leave for your personal discussion. But I know that in our darkest hours and greatest hour of need, in a whisper, you and I know very well to whom we all seek to. I stand here as a second-generation, first-time politician, so blessed and fortunate to hold the post. And I do not know how far my journey will go. And so the saying goes in politics, there is no retirement age. And politics is unpredictable. I must share with all of you, honestly, as a Naga politician, young politician, who have tried to understand, to experience, to learn from one of the best universities in India, just like the Mumbai University, that every day is a battle for me with my ideals. Every day it is a battle between what I ought to have done and what I end up doing. But in all those challenging moments, what gives me strength and courage is the belief that God has a purpose for me and my small family, to the chair I hold, representing the people of my assembly constituency. I urge the 5,000 or more registered students, professionals, alumni under the Naga Students Union Mumbai, that each one of you here today represent all of us back home. You are our ambassadors. In your workplace, in your college, in your schools, wherever you live, you are representing us. And there's a million of us back home who desire and aspire to be exactly where you are right now. On this momentous occasion, I urge each and every one of us present here today that to adapt to change, let us prepare ourselves. Let us develop our mental temperament, our work culture, humility in our achievements and success, conviction and complete determination in our aspired goals. And on that, one day, it is my personal dream, I hope to see a Naga as the managing director and the chief executive officer of the Bombay Stock Exchange. We are here in the financial capital of India. Each one makes a genuine attempt to participate. We cannot have change. We can't unless you participate, unless you contribute. Politicians like me and my brother here, we need your participation and contribution. I'm talking in the larger interest of our people as a Naga family. If we want to uplift the socio-economic condition of our people, if we truly want the government of the Union of India to look east and act east, we must participate and contribute in our own individual way. Here, I would just like to bring out a small example for all of us. You can take the example of a needle. I'm sure there are many fashion designers. You see, the best clothes that we wear are all stitched by the single needle. But you know how it takes, how much effort it makes to make a needle? From the deepest mines to bring out the iron ore, to the fieriest furnace to melt the ore, is processed into steel to make needle, a simple needle. And that simplicity brings out the most beautiful creation that you and I are wearing now. Ladies and gentlemen, witness every stage of production from the mines to the shop where you buy the needle. Every stage of the way, there is someone dedicated, working day in, day out, doing his part so that the final end product is the simplicity, a beautiful needle. You see, we have to work like a living organism. Whichever role you are assigned, whichever duties you are assigned, pursue it with sincerity and dedication, because your effort culminates into a far greater achievement. And in this, the Ministry of School Education says, each one teach one. I would rephrase that for us as a Naga family. Each one here is privileged and honored, so blessed to be here in the financial capital of India. People desire where you are right now. Each one of us, teach one. Each one of us, reach to one. It may be your family, it may be your friend, it may be one from your community in your village. Make a difference. Have an impact in his or her life. I'm telling you, that will be the most blessed moment in an eternity. I would not quote a foreigner. I would quote one of us Naga leaders, a revered leader in the theology, a good preacher, a man of God, late Reverend Ivan Wati. I keep mentioning this. He says, the main thing in life is to keep the main thing the main thing. You see, it's so simple. The main thing in life is to keep the main thing the main thing. What is the main thing in your life? What is the main thing in the Naga Students Union Mumbai's ideology? What is the main thing for us Nagas as a family? In our pursuits, in education, in profession, in whichever field you choose, focus on your priorities. And let us urge one another to be devout Christians, God as the center of our gravity. We must not only preach Christianity, but we must live Christianity. On this 50th glorious celebration of the Naga Students Union Mumbai, let us all take a giant leap of faith for a brighter future, for the upliftment of the socio-economic aspirations of our people. Each one of us today will take a pledge to be responsible in our nation building. And so once again, I congratulate the Naga Students Union Mumbai on its achievement of 50 glorious years. And I sincerely wish the very best of wishes to the Naga Students Union Mumbai on behalf of all the 60 elected members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. God bless.